Hey guys, just a quick little vlog update for the Otaku Corner channel. Quick announcement. I have done a new video for this channel that is already finished and edited. I really thought about it, had to do some reshoots to quality. So in this video I will announce that the lighting was a little bit crap because my new recording setup that I have with me on camera has me back facing the window. Me having my back facing the window and the camera facing me, and that's where my camera hates the whole line thing. Because of rented property, I can't really think of any other way to dim it. Because but I have been thinking that I might try and put something over it, like a towel or something like that, and just like pin it. They're very unnoticeable so that it darkens the light, or put something on the window itself to keep it darkened so that it won't affect the recording as much as it should do. Now the video in question is that it is about the 30th anniversary Blu-ray set for Dragon Ball Z, and what I don't like about it and what I don't like how, and it's also talking about a bit about the One Piece HD remasters of the earlier episodes as well, to get them HD'd and turned into 16:9. I have used official footage of visual screen caps that were provided from Toei from Crunchyroll that provided the original 4:3s with the 16:9s, and how I still prefer the 4:3 over the 16:9s. But that is really the video I've got on there. I'm thinking about doing a Transformer challenge on my Transformer Corner channel. What will be me blindfolding and transforming two figures from robot to vehicle mode. So yeah, I'll start them both off in robot modes, and I'll transform them blindfolded to vehicle mode, so that it's a little bit interesting and such, stuff like that. But if you haven't checked my review for the Siege line of Ultra Magnus, you can check that at the end of this video by just clicking the end title card that shows up for it, and you can just click it on there as well. Other things, I've really got back into anime lately. I've really started to binge watch some of this season's anime. The spring season anime has finally kicked off, and I'm being really interested in a lot of them. We Never Learned, I've actually now caught up with the manga for that. Since watching the first episode of the anime, I wanted to read the manga, and I'm now caught up with the manga, and it's one of those series that I'm really enjoying. I want to give my final thoughts on The Promised Neverland. I sadly dropped it for good reasons. It didn't live up, after the episode that I watched, it didn't live up to my expectations of how the anime should be. It just felt too rushed, even in the episode I got to. It just felt too rushed, so I just dropped it. It's late here, but I am starting to improve a little bit more for the channel as well. There's a little bit more things I have started to use. I think I've started using it with the reshoots that I've done for my 20th anniversary review, where I've looked slightly off a bit off camera, because my second monitor for my editing is now also being used as a for the yawning is being used as like a teleprompter type thing, where I can see what the scripts, and I'll be using that to read, so I know exactly what I want to say. I'm probably going to be using that a little bit more, but for toy reviews a little bit more, so that they're a little bit more focused and scripted, and I can actually record and say what I need to say at certain elements as well, so it becomes a little bit better than what they are improv. I want to try and improve my quality in the scripted side of things, then keeping the improvisation as the key. I want to try to improve my style as much as possible. I get only 3 days off at work at the moment. moment, and I want to try and improve as much as possible these expertise and stuff like that. So hopefully this week I've got I only got one shift of work this week, so hopefully the rest of the week I can try and focus on trying and crank out as many videos as possible and trying out a lot of these new techniques I want to practice. Vlogging is going to be something that I want to try and do a little bit more of, but also I want to do a lot of work vlogs of showing my process on a lot of the work that I've been doing, a lot of the work that I've put my effort in. And I also want to delve into a little bit of behind the scenes of my videos, and I want to use one of my previous videos that I've done as the template or the showing of the banisters, stuff like that. I'm going to be looking into doing a new intro for this channel. I want to have it similar to what I've done for my Transformer Corner channel, because the intro for that I really do like. So I'm going to try and do some like overlay work, imagery for the logo for this one, because I really want to upgrade from the whole Digimon theme and back into more of an anime style tweak of things, and I might use certain fonts for certain parts of the text just to branch it out a little bit. So I can use different fonts from certain animes that I enjoyed, and it all becomes like part of the text. And I want to try and make the little logo a little bit more fancier, where it would just be like KOC or something like that. Like something like spell KOC, like shows up, but then spaces out, and then spells, and the rest of the letters for the channel shows up and ends like that, with an overlay of several anime characters I do like, but the silhouettes. I think the Dragon Ball fonts, the Bleach font, and One Piece font as the main three font styles used for the logo or for the text for the intro. So I've got that something in plan. I might work into that tomorrow. I don't know, depending when you watch this. Tomorrow might be whenever you watch that, but I might work onto that as well. I might actually do some little vlogs as well with my camera, showing you what I'm actually working on and showing you what I'm doing, what type of intro I've got and what I've came up with, and have a little sneak peek of it while it's still in its editing and rendering process. But that's pretty much everything that's coming to what I thought of, and that's pretty much what I want to do, but not quite there yet. But hopefully I can start showing you the processes that I think I want to do and show it straight. Oh good. So much on it shows that how tired I am. I'm still catching up with some anime that I'm behind with. But it just really got me thinking about. Also, I've got some ideas for Kyle. I'm going to be working on his actual final voice, because the progression of Kyle's voice is really gotten to the point where I've changed his voice so many times. I want to try and be consistent with his voice a little bit, and I want to try and make it a little bit more interesting, intriguing, and I want to start doing like little story videos with him. Just little story videos where I planned everything, and I want to try and incorporate that a little bit more, because when I got Kyle years back, before I even moved up to West Yorkshire while I was still living with my parents, I had this idea of him becoming the mascot for the channel for everything. I want him to be like the branding, the mascot, so I could have like a little cartoon animation of him as a drawing or for the thumbnail. But I want something more to it. I want to have something planned. Oh, just turn up a minute, because I've always loved puppetry. Not just that. I've always loved stop motion. So whenever I've done a Transformer review, or I started it with Ultra Magnus, I've always wanted to incorporate Kyle in something like that. I've picked up a few things from Emgo Ada, those little mascot skits at the beginning. I'm taking it a bit step further, where I have the intros of them, of the mascot skits of Kyle, but they get concluded right at the end with either him being great or actually saying crap, that like smacking the figure out of the way, and then the figure will just fire back at him or something like that. I've tried to work in a bit of a comedic factor where there's something worthwhile at the end that you see in the beginning. You see that this is going to lead into something, and then you see the conclusion at the end of the video as well. And that's what I've been doing with him at the end of Siege, and I might be doing him again with 3 more figures. I have 3 more transforming figures I actually have in my possession that I'm gonna do with the channel at the moment, until I'm able to get more once I get my financial situation sorted. But that's more to do with myself, and that's more personal than anything else. I just wanted to let. But other than that, the channel is, at the moment, getting reconstructed because there's not a lot of Digimon content left to work on, so to speak. There's not much to say about that, but there is stuff coming onto the channel that I'm thinking about doing, that I'm trying to bring up. I'm still on the hiatus of doing manga chapter reviews because I want to think about how I'm going to do them. Because my channel always been strongly on the whole official side of things now, with Weekly Shonen Jump now officially being free, that all the new chapters on Weekly Shonen Jump are now officially free to read every week, every Sunday. Because it'll be Sunday evening for me, will be Monday morning for Japan, so the chapters are always out roughly around Sunday evening. So I'm looking into that. I will be starting to reviewing a new series that also started on Weekly Shonen Jump. I will talk more about it later, but once I get everything back and once I've decided how I'm going to be doing these reviews, is because I want to do the reviews again, but it all depends on when this app for my side for the UK updates, and the problem is as well, and definitely in May, I don't have a lot of time. I might get back into reviewing this week. I might just do the manga streams, manga storms, manga streams, chapters, read those and give you my thoughts on them, those chapters, but won't premiere it until the official chapters are released on Sundays. So I already do my review, I already record it, I already edit it and everything like that, but I won't post it until Sunday. Like Sunday evening, roughly around that time, so that you get my thoughts. But that's also going to be meaning Sundays will be filled with chapter reviews from start to finish. I have to set a proper schedule then, where at what time am I going to premiere this review on a Sunday, what time am I going to premiere the next review, and so forth. Because the fact that I'm going to try and, because I'm now going to build up a very big Weekly Shonen Jump like programming block for my channel. If that's the case, then I need to think of a proper programming block schedule of when these chapters are going to get released and everything. Definitely if I'm going to be pre-recording them, reviewing them, editing it, and then uploading it and making sure that it's uploaded but not premiered yet. and scheduled to be released, and like that. I gotta do something. I gotta plan that out. So once I get something and got something back to structured, and something that I want to get back to, and something that really is perfect for the block, then Manga Chapter Reviews Kaizo Take Corner will have an official Sunday block where it will be the whole manga chapter review block, and I might look into having its own intro or something like that, or have the standard intro, but each one will have a secondary intro that would be the manga review block type intro. That would probably be before the main intro, and it'll be that. But other than that, that's something I've got planned, but haven't officially decided that I'm gonna go with it. But I might see if it works, then I might stick to that format, and then if I can, try and review the chapters as much as possible, because I won't be always able to review the chapters as much as possible, but I will try my best on the days that I have Thursdays off and Fridays off to do the chapter reviews as much as possible, because it needs to be done. That's all I'm saying. It needs to be done. I need to think of something, and I've now got something going in my head now, thinking about exactly what's going to be said and what's going to be done and being seen and everything like that. Everything's just gone up in my head, and everything's now working, everything's now cranking up. But hopefully you guys will enjoy the whole block I'm doing for the channel for Sundays. But I'm not guaranteed when that block's going to start and how I'm going to start doing it. Because I need to really think about it on how everything's going to work. And I also need to think of how I'm going to fix that lighting problem in my studio, now that I've got the camera set up differently, because I've got the camera now set up where I can have it being the main camera for my figure reviews and the main camera on face camera as well. I've got a lot of ideas that need to be sorted first to get it decently. I might consider getting one of those like bendy tripods that I could wrap around probably on my monitor or something like that, so I could have the camera facing me that way with the bookshelf behind me or something like that. But it really is going to be considering. I've been rambling on now for 17 minutes, nearly 18, but I've really got some plans, and this really was a channel update. But anyway, this vlog has pretty much ended. This channel update has been said, and hopefully you guys understand that I'm going to be trying my best to keep this promise as much as I can, because I'm not very good at keeping promises. And this is a video that's going to be up before the 30th anniversary video that I done. But hopefully it gets the point across. But anyway, I'll see you next time in the 30th anniversary Dragon Ball Z Blu-ray box set video. Is the next time you're going to see me. And I'll see you next time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the bell icon. And don't forget to thumbs up this video. I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Bye bye for now. See ya. I've been your host, Kai from Kaizo Take Corner. See ya.